Hi, I'm Brad Wild from the Go Wild team at RE/MAX. So the March numbers are in, and this is what's going on in the Kitchener-Waterloo real estate market. If we look at the number of sales, we had 490 sales in the month of March. Now that's down 30% from the 701 sales that we saw in March last year. However, on the positive side, we are up 39% from February. So we are seeing an increasing number of sales month after month this year, which is a good sign. Looking at the number of active listings, right now we've got 931 active listings currently on the market. Now that's up 65% from the 564 active listings that we had last March. So a substantial increase. But you have to remember, last year, almost every house that hit the market was selling within 7 days. So we never got an opportunity to build up a normal amount of inventory within the first quarter. This is a much more normal amount of inventory and active listings for us to have for this type of market. It's by no means an excessive listings on the market. Now, looking at the number of new listings that hit the market, we had 813 new listings hit the market this month. So that's relatively flat from the 825 new listings that we saw in last year. So not a big change there. Looking at our average sale price. So the average sale price is $484,000. So that's down 2% from the $496,000 that we saw last year. However, you have to take this stat with a grain of salt. One thing that's really influencing our average sale price right now is we're seeing a lot higher volume of low-end properties, or lower priced properties, I should say, selling this year versus last year. And that's dragging down the average sale price. If we actually look at the average sale price based off of sale price per square foot, so comparing more apples to apples, we're up 2%. So the market's really not performing as negatively as this statistic is showing here. Now looking at detached houses, they had an average sale price of $576,000. So that's remained completely flat from last March, which is actually really good. If you look at houses in the Guelph and as well as the Cambridge areas for detached homes, they're both down. So being flat from basically the peak prices, which was in last March, is great. The KW area is performing really, really well for detached homes. Looking at attached houses, they had an average sale price this month of $376,000. Now that was down 1% from the $379,000 that we saw last year. So relatively flat, not a big change there, nothing substantial. Looking at condo style apartments with an average sale price of $289,000. So that's up 8% from last year. So condos have been performing extremely well in the Kitchener-Waterloo region. Now if we look at our average list to sale price, houses right now are selling for on average 100% of asking. That's an excellent list to sale price ratio. And of the houses that are selling, actually 52% of those houses are going to multiple offers and selling above their list price. And that's up 6% from the 42% that we saw last month. So it's showing that our market is building momentum. Now looking at the houses that are actually selling above asking, about 78% of those houses are listed under $500,000. So it's showing that your lower price points right now in the Kitchener-Waterloo region are extremely active. Now if we look at months of inventory, we've got 1.9 months of inventory on the market. So this is down from February, which is showing that we are going into a more stronger seller's market. Anything under 5 months of inventory is considered a seller's market. So we're in a really good market. Now if we look at months of inventory for different price points, that really gives us the full picture of what's going on in the market. Houses listed under $500,000 right now, we've got 1 month of inventory on the market. So an extremely strong seller's market. Houses between $500,000 and $750,000, you've got 2 months of inventory on the market. So still really active market. Between $750,000 and $1 million, you're up to 3 months of inventory on the market. Still a seller's market, but you are getting closer to a balanced market. And then as soon as you go over $1 million, so into that luxury price point, you shoot up to 11 months of inventory on the market. So all of a sudden going from seller's market to a pretty strong buyer's market. So for someone who's potentially looking to move, if you're thinking about upsizing this year, this is a great opportunity for you to sell your house in the lower price point, which is a really active market, and then purchase in a less competitive market where you've got a larger selection of inventory and houses aren't moving quite as quickly. Now, if you're thinking about downsizing this year and selling your more expensive house and buying a lower priced home, you're probably safer to sell your house first. All in all, when we look at our market right now, we're in an extremely good market. Houses are selling on average for full asking. We're seeing them sell within 23 days on average. We're seeing an increasing amount of properties go to multiple offers and sell above asking. And our current supply is lower than our demand. So we're in a really strong seller's market. As long as we continue to be in a strong seller's market, prices should continue to go up. One thing to consider though is that the amount of sales has been down about 30 to 35% each month this year. And we haven't seen as much of a change in the number of new listings hitting the market. So what this means is that not every house that hits the market this year is selling. So if you're bringing your house to market, it's really important that you've got the right strategy in place, you've got the right pricing, and you're using a really good, strong realtor who's got the skills to get the job done for you. If you have any questions about the Kitchener-Waterloo real estate market, please comment below and we'd be happy to answer them for you. Thanks and have a great day.